God, what have I done? It's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you have not done so already, and leave me a comment with your best wishes, because this is going to be the most uncomfortable video I have ever done. Hopefully. I don't want future me getting any ideas. So there has been this trend going around YouTube where people will send surveys to all of the boys that they've ever had a crush on from preschool to now. And I thought about doing that, but then I was like, I've dated most of the guys that I've had a crush on, so most of the surveys would come back the same, and it just wouldn't be that much of a surprise. They would have known that I liked them. So I decided to send a survey to all of the people that I've ever written a song about, because that encompasses friendships, crushes, and conveniently all of my exes anyways, so I don't know what I was trying to avoid here. But I thought this should be more interesting because some of my exes know I wrote about them, some don't, and some I have no idea because I posted the songs that I wrote about them like on the internet, so they could have figured it out. I will not be sending surveys to relatives, people who I've had major beef with and have never been on good terms with, to the point where if I sent them a survey, they would know exactly what I wrote about them, and that would just be stirring the pot. Or my university's maintenance team, but believe me when I tell you, if I could, I would. You can hear the song I wrote about them here, but yeah, I had to narrow it down because I've written about everybody. No one is safe. So in total, I sent this survey to 10 people, and I got 7 responses. And out of the 3 people who did not respond, one of them was a girl I was really good friends with in middle school and early high school. I wrote a few songs about her. Another one was my childhood best friend from the time I was like 10, which I'm kind of butthurt about because back in the day, he would literally go around telling people like, Nicole wrote 2 songs about me. And now that number's up to like 5, so he could be like basking in this right now, but he decided he didn't want to participate. And I literally texted him and he responded, yeah, I'll fill it out later. I'm at work right now. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then he just like, never did it. And the 3rd person who did not respond was my first ex-boyfriend, which I'm kind of glad he didn't respond. My mom was asking me like, are you sure you want to send it to this guy who's been like in and out of jail? And I was like, yeah, mama didn't raise no bitch. But the thing is, I sent it to him after a string of unreplied messages from him that was like, please, Nicole, hey. Like, how dare you address me by my name? This is what the survey looks like. It says, congratulations, I've written a song inspired by you at least once in my life. I know this is really weird, but I'm making a YouTube video where I send a survey to every person I've ever written a song about from the time I was 11 when I wrote my first song to now. Don't take this in a weird way. I literally write about everything, including my apartment falling apart. All it means is at some point I was inspired by you or a situation I saw you going through, and this is just for shits and giggles, so thank you if you decide to respond. And then the questions is, what is your name? I'll keep you anonymous. Did you know I wrote a song about you? Yes, no, possibly other. How many songs do you think you inspired? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus. If you know or think you know what the songs is or are about, you can include that here. How close are we? We don't talk to we talk all the time. How awkward is this? It's chill or I hate this. And anything else you want to say to YouTube. A pretty quick survey. And let's just get into what they said. God, I need to get drunker than this. Okay, the first person who responded is this guy I never dated, but I had like a thing with him. I sent the survey and we talk a lot, so I said, okay, hear me out. And then he said like, I don't have the conversation because it was on Snapchat, but he was like, that is a Google form or like something like that. And I was like, yes. And then he filled it out anyways. So I don't know, maybe he just needed reassurance. But then he also said, you're using me for a video. And I said, yes, I'm using everybody. Were you getting all stressed? I also would like to point out that he literally followed his name with your best boy. Like, there are a lot of boys here, get in line. Did you know I wrote a song about you? Yes, I told him. How many songs do you think you would... Oh my god, how many songs do you think you inspired? 2. Okay, we're gonna go with that. If you know or think you know what the songs are about, you can include that here. You and I both know? Okay, how close are we? 9. I mean, I guess. How awkward is this? It's chill. Anything else you want to say to YouTube? You're a little bitch. That's rude. Next person. That wasn't so bad. Okay, the next person is a girl I was friends with, like in middle school mostly. God, this hurts. Did you know I wrote a song about you? Possibly. How many songs do you think you inspired? 1. That's correct. If you know such think you know what the songs are about, you include that here. How close are we? 6. I guess that's about right. We have each other on Facebook and like kind of interact. She has no idea what it's about. How awkward is this? It's chill. Anything else you want to say to YouTube? All I can remember is when we went stumping and we took pictures jumping off of tree stumps. I enjoyed hanging with you when we were in middle school. I also remember your party at the hotel. We did this thing when we were younger we called it stumping. It was like, we were like 12, okay? And we would take pictures of each other jumping off of like cut down tree stumps and thought it was like the coolest thing. Like it would be like those still stumps in the air. I'll insert one of me if I can find it. Oh geez. Okay, number 3. This is a guy I dated in high school. So when I sent this survey to him, I was like, hey, can you fill this survey out that I made real quick if you have a minute and are willing? And right away, he was like, what is the survey about or something, which is fair because typically in our town, when you get messages from people you went to school with who you haven't talked to in forever, like pyramid schemes are really popular around here. So like it very well could have been like a spammy type thing. He might've just been asking like, hey, you're like real, right? So yeah, he asked me what it was and I was like, it's just the survey I made for anybody who's inspired songs. Like, you don't have to respond if you don't want to, but he decided to. Did you know I wrote a song about you? Possibly. How many songs do you think you inspired? 1. I think it's more than 1. It's definitely like one finished one for sure. If you know such think you know what the song is or about, you can include that here. He left that blank. How close are we to, how awkward is this? Chill. Everybody's been chill about it so far. Anything else you want to say to YouTube? Keep an eye out for her album. Oh, that's nice. I also noticed as I was sending these surveys to people, particularly my exes, they'd say like, I'm so sorry for how I acted, by the way, which is really funny to me because like, I mean, I was shitty too, like we're both at fault. I mean, it was nice, but it also kind of led me to believe like, are they scared? Which is fair. Number 4. Okay, this is a girl that I went to college with. She just graduated. Did you know I wrote a song about you? No. How many songs do you think you inspired? 1. That's correct. Oh my God, if you know / think you know what the songs are about, you can include that here. Is it crippling anxiety and alcoholic tendencies? How close are we? 8. How awkward is this? It's chill. Anything else you want to say? Baby, I'm honored and so thoroughly confused. This is actually one of the people that I wrote a more recent song about. And basically, I name drop her. It's not completely done. I plan on finishing it, but I wrote it at the beginning of quarantine. And I name drop her in it, and it's basically about like, she founded the organization that I'm in at my college and didn't really get to finish it because of Corona. So it's just like about how much I just wanted to go to a meeting at the beginning of quarantine and how sad I was and how it just sucks that she, you know, I was looking at how she was graduating and just how shitty that was. She didn't get to have like a final meeting or any of this stuff. When I sent this survey to her, I told her, just fill it out and I'll explain later. And she was like, done. America, explain. Okay, number 5. Okay, this is a guy that I dated before high school even. Did you know I wrote a song about you? No, but I should have figured. Okay, I literally told you. I sent him the lyrics to at least one of them. Why do I have a feeling that he and I do not remember this the same way? How many songs do you think inspired? 1. If you think you know what the songs are about, you can include that here. About our relationship and my childish behaviors in said relationship. I mean, we were children. I'm not gonna dispute that. How close are we? 2, how awkward is this? 3. Anything else you want to say to YouTube? I regret how I was then, but we were kids and we've both grown since then, so hopefully all hard feelings are gone. Oh, okay, so this is my friend from England. Did you know I wrote a song about you? No. I swear to God I told you. Like, I can find the messages. How many songs do you think you inspired? 1, that is correct. If you know what songs are about, you can include it here. Why do I think about the guy your mom called a murderer? Actually howling, hope it's a T-Swizzle level jam. That is a high standard to be meeting. How close are we? 7. I feel like we're closer than that. Well, not physically. How awkward is this? It's chill. Anything else you want to say to YouTube? God, people are writing like full things and anything else you want to say. Don't loan your heart to someone who's going to play with it and break it. Keep it for yourself. Build some walls around it, keep it safe, and then one day you can let the walls down when you trust someone because there's someone who'll be that person for you. The song I wrote for her was about this heartbreak she had, and it was like a first person perspective thing where I like put myself into her shoes and wrote as if I was her, and that was literally back in like 2015 or something. So now she's with this guy and everything's like good, so that's just nice little character development. Okay, this is my boyfriend. That shouldn't be too bad. Did you know I wrote a song about you? Yes. How many songs do you think inspired? 1. Yeah, actually, if you know what the songs are about, you can include it here. Well, you sang it to me. I think I know what it is. How close are we? We talk all the time. How awkward is this? It's chill. And then you left the anything else you want to say blank. Wow, the person I'm like closest with here. He was like, I'm done. All right, that wasn't as bad as I expected it to be, and this still was a lot different from everything that I had seen online with like how people would respond to the original text message. Like a lot of videos, these guys that girls had crushes on would be like, sure, I guess, okay, but I was literally getting shit like, one guy was super enthusiastic. He was like, oh, heck yeah. And then the one who was like, that is a Google form. Thank you. So yeah, it wasn't as awkward as I expected, but God, yesterday was a full day of just exposing myself and sending these messages to all of these people I've never talked to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, I have not seen anybody do it exactly like this before, and it just kind of, the idea hit me while I was in the shower, and I was like, I have to do it, and I have to do it quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching me sit and sip alcohol uncomfortably for however long this video is, and I will see you guys next week in another video. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. If you stick your tail in my wine, you're finished.